that's what the detective said, that he was probably a freaking, might be a pervert too. That's what he said to me. Yeah, again, fucking guarantee you. They pulled this shit on my Uncle John. Oh my god. He'd be in the hospital. Needed Johnny on him and broke that door down. First he'd have called him out and told him to come out to talk to him. He said if he wouldn't have come out, he'd have beat the shit out of him. He'd knocked the door down and he'd gone in there and beat his ass. He wouldn't have cared if he went to jail either. He'd have bonded out and taken his sentence. Doing some shit like that.
Yeah, so it's not my music.
Yeah. He turned the music on the very second that I closed our door. He let it run for, 15 minutes? And at the end of it, he got up and ran to the bathroom and went back into the room. And then turned it off after he went back into our room. I guess he really does think he's James Bond. I'd just love to see the get out of jail free card. I really would. Gee, what do you have to do to make a living in Shreveport? Lie about innocent woman and child. And sit around and do drugs all the time. And steal from taxpayers and rip off. He got an apartment because he's on disability. So he got an apartment for that. He probably got kicked out of it. His darling told me his landlord fined him for $100 for not making his bed. Like his landlord would give a shit if he made his bed. He got fined for something else he did. Well, I'm guessing he got kicked out of it. I don't know if he did, but. And Darlene told me, she even told me. And she was doing all that crying about him and was going to kill herself over him. Sitting in there crying. Remember how she was breaking down in front of you and Jane crying? Everybody's worried she was going to try to kill herself again over Charles. She told me that he would just use her and then he'd leave her again. He's going to come back here because it's fucking cold outside right now. She told me he likes to sleep in his truck. But he only does that by choice, she said. He could get a place if he wanted to, but he just doesn't want to. Well, lying scumbag is what he is. I'd beat the shit out of him. If I knew I could do it and not go to jail. And if I had the skill to do it, but I've never gotten a fight ever my whole life. I've never been in a fist fight. I've never attacked anybody or anything like that. And it's not something you should ever do either. And people who do shit like that, they get what they deserve. And he's going to get it one day too. Someone's going to walk up on his ass. You see how fucking smart this son of a bitch is then. He's funny. I like him. He used to be on Saturday Night Live. Did you know that?
Jon Stewart?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah, he was on Saturday Night Live. He started doing stand-up comedy, I don't know, probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I think what he's faking is, I think he's faking really bad stuff too.
right.
I think he's trying to say that you're going in there and giving him blowjobs is what I think he's saying. Because of the pattern of his behavior and how he's doing all these fabrications. Jake, have you ever had sexual contact with anyone?
No.
Have you ever had sexual contact with Charles or Darlene?
No.
Have you ever had sexual contact with me?
No. Wouldn't that first question cover all of those?
No, I'm not saying it because of that. It's because that's the evidence that he's falsifying. Same thing Roland did. I swear to God, I beat the living shit out of him for what he's doing. And I don't mean, gee, here's a Band-Aid, sorry you got in a fight. I'm talking about 6 months of traction and 2 years of physical therapy beat you. That's what I'm talking about. And they pulled our blinds down when Jake and I came on in the room. Somebody had come in here and dropped our blinds. Why the fuck would anybody give a good goddamn whether our blinds are up and down? You can drive up and down this street and you can see, you just look through people's windows, if you're on the street, you can see that they don't have their blinds down. What the fuck would anybody go out of their way to come in here to do that for? Fucking nuts is what they are.
I thought it was just not.
That's only got one bar.
What? Is it plugged in? Or is it still videoing?
Huh?
Are you still videoing? Okay, that's why.
Yeah, I'll turn off the video recorder now. I got all this on video. So he ain't fooling anybody.
Okay.